Okay, so we move the car again because we're having the city right now, I guess. And make sure I fucking cleaned this area out of all the leaves falling from this tree. Do it over there, you know, see if it helps as abono. So it's a little dry right there, that yellow area, but it's mainly due to the amount of shade that it's getting because of the tree. So this is this is nature. So like I said, you know, the leaves that I threw on top is basically more, it helps out more like as abono. So it's all nature. Try to clean up the trash every time the trash car the city comes and picks up those trash cans on that side of the hospital. When it does the swoosh up, it throws a lot of trash stuff that starts flying out of the can, and they usually land over here. So every single day I'm picking up trash from here, and right before I leave, if not, this was a dumpster when I got here. There's a bunch of shit right here. Everybody throws things here. There's chairs, there's like, I don't know, like fucking cartons of milk, and you know, people that drink and shit, you know. So I mean, I do as much as I can for this area. This lady doesn't see it. This lady just likes to come out and fight with people. Basically the one calling the city all the fucking time. So she literally comes and drives around up and down the city, up and down the street, like if she's patrolling, like if she's a fucking cop. So we're having a lot of problems with this lady. But you know, I try not to tell them anything, since you know, they're already aggressive. So we don't want things to escalate. But you know, she comes. The last time they came out, they literally got in front of the one of the old persons that's on this side over here. So these people have been here around a year and a half, around the same time that I have, you know, and it's been that long. The city hasn't really done anything to get them out of the area or to a safer place. So it's they only come and they start posting all these papers. As you can see, they have two piled up, so they already know they're gonna come the 26th and they're gonna come the 28th ahead of time. They know that, so they're getting paid good amount of money. The city pays them to come and basically mess with people rather than cleaning up. And when they pick up things, they don't really even throw any water or anything on this side. Like all the same trash that you see right here, it'll still be there. They are the ones that are actually sweeping up right now as they're picking up, and only because of that. How's it going, Jose? Yeah. See, yeah. So this is my friend Jose. He's been here for about a year and a half with some other people. So we really wish the city would do something about this problem, because it's a big problem. We're not the only people. If you run around the city, around the park right here, which is a block away, there's a lot of other people. I've counted maybe at least 9 people living in their cars, and you know, the city really isn't doing anything. We're getting tired of this. You know, we had the fire at the beginning of the year. The fires over there with the rich people over there by Malibu, and there was a very, very quick response. You know, if you go over there right now, probably it's been probably like what, 3 months, 4 months, and if you go over there, they have military. They have people that are basically taking care of them all through PCH, and they have the police basically guarding their homes and taking very well care of them. You know, so we have this problem. There's the park. We have this homeless problem that's been going on since 2019, you know, and you know, they told people not to work, not to do a lot of things because of that, you know. So a lot of people started kind of getting that downfall ever since then, and the city just basically hasn't really done much, you know, as far. There they come again. So we have the city right now doing their job, you know. Supposedly, you know, they get paid $30-40 an hour, and this is what they do. They come and fuck with the people. So they're gonna start picking up a lot of their things. They're gonna start throwing things to the trash, and it's just this is what we do. This is what our great country is all about. And but yeah, God bless America, everybody. We have 3 big city cars coming through, you know. But anyways, like I said, God bless. So that's 4 cars. Yeah, so we have the whole city over here. So that's 1, 2, 3. The other one is on that side over there. But like they said, you know, it's, they're coming for them. So it's just I don't want to get too close, you know. All of a sudden they start getting aggressive. They start saying that, you know, what are you doing? Who are you being recorded? Why are they being recorded and stuff like that? I mean, I think, you know, they always come up with they're doing their job. So I guess as a citizen, I mean, I'm doing my job. You know, it's a public, it's a public service. So they're the service and we're the public. So yeah. But anyways, we have hazmats. We have everything, man. Hopefully they throw some water this time. They never do. Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's another one. 5. Like I said, it's a war zone over here. Alrighty then. So we had to get inside the car because it's actually raining. So I mean, they're getting paid, so let them get wet, you know. It's just that's just the thing, you know. But yeah, it's Saturday 26th today, I think. So you know, they've been doing this already for like I don't know, like the whole month. So every week, you know, they come, and they basically, it's just directly at those people. It's you know, they keep putting on the city, you know, like I guess like everything around and stuff, but it's, you know, it's just they come directly right there. So it's just you know, we have that lady that I told you that she keeps coming out with her husband. At the beginning, her husband wouldn't say anything. He was actually really nice. He would pass by and he would actually say hi to the people. So you know, after a while, it feels like she's actually putting probably more pressure on him, kind of like saying that maybe like he's a wimp, and you know, why isn't he doing anything? Why isn't he just speaking out? And so the last time that he came out, you know, that's when he actually got in front of the old man, Don, what's his name? Don Fidel. You know, he got in front of his face and, you know, maybe like inches away, and he started telling them that he wanted them out, like yelling at them, and somewhat aggressive, you know. So I came out. I try not to get into other people's problems and, you know, not to get involved, but it's just, you know, all I could do is just, I got out, and, you know, I got out and basically just stood there. You know, I was just kind of like leaning next to my car, and just in case if anything got a little bit more aggressive, at least, you know, try to hold them back, or whoever. In that case, you know, if it would have been him, at least try to hold them, you know, probably tight, or call the cops until they got here and, you know, fix the problem. Because somewhat, you know, some people want to take violence to the streets, so it's just, you know, it never ends right, you know, when that starts happening. One thing leads to the other. There's the other car, the other city car, and it's a shame, you know. It's a shame that a lot of the times the people that come out and provoke things to happen, when it comes to the real deal, you know, and you're sitting in court, a lot of these people start basically changing the story, changing the narrative, and saying that that it was them, that they are the aggressive ones. They start turning into little kids. They start denying, I never did that, I was just going to my car, and it's fucking crazy, you know. So like I said, this is Canoga Park, right here by the landmarks, and this is what's happening so far. Slicko out. Okay, so these are the corners of Arminta, and it's kind of like a T street. Okay, let me see. It's the corner of Arminta and fuck it. Bazaar and Arminta. So I mean, it is a problem, you know, but I guess the city should be taking action, also seeing what they're gonna do with this big problem that we have, you know, rents fucking sky high, and ever since then, you know, is we have this gentleman over that stays with them, and you know, he's Euro-American, so I mean, you know, and he's in very, very well conditioned. He doesn't look like he's an alcoholic or he's in any sort of vices. So I mean, that's kind of fucked up, because if you see people that are not on drugs and people that are basically very well mentally, and they have them living in these conditions, you know, it's just it's not right, it's not fair. So it says people, I mean, you know, he seems like an older man, but I mean, these people should be able to defend themselves, and not only that, but you know, usually these people, they're usually heard, and the city takes action. But it's been a while, maybe since COVID, since we have these you start seeing everything now. It's not only black, it's not only Mexican people, it's a big group of everybody, of everything, you know. And it's pretty frustrating, man. That van over there, a white van, it's another lady also living there right now. There's another van that's full with stuff, but I'm not sure there's somebody living in there. But okay, so there's Jose and his dad basically moving all their stuff. Have another cart over there, some little things over there. But so this is kind of That's the van. That's the other lady who lives in there. By looking at the windows and the sheets and everything, you can tell she has that's her little home, you know. So yeah, that's the other proof of somebody also living there. So it's not a 3-4 person problem. It's a lot of people. And like I said, the city basically has been ignoring a lot of these people, a lot of the problems. That's the hospital right next to them. So I worked there at the beginning of the year. I was happy because I finally gotten a job. And I lasted there for like 3 months. So basically, after a while, after like a month exactly, the supervisor they had there by the name of Anna basically started fighting with me every day. She started getting very aggressive and more in a calm way, like how do you call it, passive aggressive type, which is a little bit more deeper because it makes the person look like like he's the crazy one. So they basically go and tell other workers to basically to mess with your head. They start changing things around, start blaming everything on you, when basically they're doing everything wrong. So I ended up putting a complaint to the city in Van Nuys, which was completely ignored. It took months of process. They have you running back and forth, and at the end, they don't do anything. So they send you another letter saying that basically that what you're saying, has nothing to do with discrimination or like, but it has nothing to do with the complaint that you put at the beginning. So basically they do whatever they want as well, which is, by the ways I see it, it's part of the big problem, because basically the city doesn't want to correct all these people, basically companies or corporates, by them following their rules. They find a way to fuck around with your I'm sorry for my cousin, but mess around with your brakes or the minimum that they should be paying the workers. So HR is pretty much in it as well, because if you go to their HR offices and you complain, it's kind of like they turn everything around you, find a way to mess with you. And they once they see that you don't comply to what they call company policy, they don't care if it has to do with or they're breaking any of the California rules or laws. But once they start seeing that you don't want to follow into their company policies, that's when they start messing with you. So and then it comes to a point that if aggressions or anything comes out, they're gonna flip it out on you. So this is now we're on the street of Stratton right now. This is in front of the park, the Canoga Park. So around this park, you have a group of other people living. Every now and then, some of them leave for a little bit. I'm not sure the city comes and kicks them out or the same way. So usually there's another trailer truck over there. A friend of mine from Sinaloa. So yeah, he's been away for a while, but he comes every now and then. Right here, there's usually another gentleman, very young, in a Challenger, a white Challenger, and he's been living here also for a good while. But it looks like he works, like he does construction. So he, by this time, unless you're really early in the morning, walking through here, you see him still sleeping in there. Windows are all foggy, and the same way, he has some sheets on the windows, and giving himself some privacy. But there's another gentleman that technically lives there. Let me see around here. They're not here right now, but there's also a Tahoe, a gold Tahoe. It's usually parked here, so they probably left right now. But it's an older lady and an older man, and they've been here as well. I don't know how long, maybe 2-3 years. And it's an older couple, man. It's sad because it's people that basically, like I said, they look like they're in a good state of mind. They're not on drugs. They're not, they're not doing anything bad. It's just they're just out of luck. They found a way to mess with everybody. And it's this older couple. I'm talking about Euro American people. So it's usually people that have a voice or had a voice, because ever since COVID, all that just went out the window. Everybody started losing. So it's not a black issue. It's not a Mexican issue anymore. It's basically a rich versus poor. I don't even say left versus right, or because I don't know. It's just it's just the way people are acting. It's just the way things are going down, and it's pretty fucked up. And this through all, I'm sorry I cussed again. It's through all the city again. So yeah, this is the landmark park right here in Canoga Park. Yeah, so it's pretty well maintained. It's in good condition, so yeah, there's usually a little program here for they're teaching kids how to shoot. I don't know, because they're trying to prepare for the future, I think. Have more public people in the battlefield, or I don't know, with all these wars, or I don't know, to go against the big flow of people, whoever's against them. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Okay, so we are now standing on the corner of Remit and Roscoe. This is Roscoe Boulevard. So there's no sign for Roscoe. Okay, funny. The city has time to basically be fucking with people over there, messing with homeless people, but they don't have time to put a sign. It's funny. Yeah, so Remit, and maybe there's a sign right there, because you can see there was some lines around there. So I'm guessing that's where the tie downs for the signs were. But anyways, okay, that's just a little thing. So there's another. Yeah, this is what I'm taking as I'm walking. I'm not gonna go through all the streets, but there's somebody else that lives here too as well. You can tell, they usually cover their windows, and, they for a little privacy. But it's this street usually gets filled as well until the city comes and they kick them out. So I don't think they're trying to fix the problem. They're just trying to hide it from people. They have the people running all over the city from one place to the other. It happened with Santa Monica. I don't know if you guys remember when COVID started, but yeah. So this is just one street, and like I said, right now it's pretty cleaned up, but you still have that one over there, and of what I see, because I walk through here every morning, and the gentleman over there. I walk every day because I go to the gym, and I do a lot of my errands. So usually I just pass through here really quick, pick up something from 7-Eleven, just a little snacker, or little milk, or some orange juice or something. And I walk through here and I see this every day. So yeah, this is the other car and that one. So that's on this little street. Right. Okay, so this is Strathern and Canoga. This is Canoga and Strathern. This is coming into Strathern. This is what you're looking at. We have more trucks over here. Just last year, I think there was like 2 of them burned. There's, I think right here. But we had some trucks burned down to the ground, and yeah, a little bit ahead, right where that sign is at, we have the 1 hour parking. Right in front of that, there was a black, like a Jeep truck with a African American lady. She was living there for months. All her things were all over the place. She was pretty young. She was maybe like in her mid 40s, but yeah, I guess I don't know what happened to her. They lifted her up, they took her somewhere, or either they kicked her out. So yeah, we have that. And also there was like a couple. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm not sure if there were a couple, but there was like some really old people around where that van is at, red and black. And that was pretty sad because it was we're basically crossing Alabama and Strathern. But yeah, it was really old people. Oh, they might still be over there. I think it might be the other van over there. But they even had like an oxygen tank. So that was pretty fucked up. It's just, old people that basically need special attentions and living, in these situations. This is America right now, and it's only getting worse, So you guys are planning to come. Don't expect any real good don't believe everything you hear or everything they say, just that's all I gotta say about that. But yeah, it looks like somebody else lives here as well. If we make a count of what we're seeing, basically yeah, I already lost count. This is the other street where we were at earlier in the morning, but we were on the other side technically. There's another truck, somebody else living in there. This is Strathern, and we're back at the park over on this side again. So we kind of went around just one block. We crossed the park and we went around this whole block. And those are just in one block, a certain count. But yeah, like I said, this is it. This is what's going on, and this is what's happening so far. Slicko out.